this day for Pharaoh. So put down the fourth thing that they sold was their lives. The third thing was their lands. So here's 4 L's you can put down: lucre, livestock, lands, and lives. They sold themselves. Lucre, livestock, lands, and lives. People sold themselves in service to Pharaoh in exchange for grain. You got 4 things that Joseph made them purchase, or they used to purchase grain: money, livestock, land, and their lives. Yes, sir. Here, they weren't slaves. Did you all hear his question? This is not slavery. This is bartering. Well, it's not even indentured. It's not even indentured servitude. Joseph is selling. It's just showing how when you are hungry, whatever it is that you have, including selling yourself to eat. Now, I want you to see, I don't want you to lose focus here. Joseph is being wise. He has critics here. There are those who said, man, that was cold. He took the money, because what was their request? Give us bread. He wouldn't give it to them. He sold it to them. It's basically saying, what you got? You ain't got no more money? Give me your livestock. I'll give you food. They ran out of livestock. What you got? I ain't got nothing left but my land. Give me your land. And go on, give me you too. So there were 4 things that they bartered in order to eat. Now I want you to see the wisdom, because there are 2 things that's happening here. Joseph is making them learn how to scrimp and save. I guarantee you that they start tightening up when they realized that every time they wanted some food, that they had to give up something to get it. No, none. No entitlements, no more give up. It wasn't giving nothing. You want this, you're going to have to give up something. It was developing their character. I'll prove it to you in a second. It was developing their character, and it was also teaching them how to be frugal. That's a good word. It just means how to hold on, how to save, how to scrimp, how to pinch. He was teaching them that, because when I first started off, I told you, if you look at the timeline, with the 4/5 that they kept, they ran out of. And they were just, you know how we do. Cook a meal, eat what we want, maybe put it in the refrigerator. Finally, you know, many of us have these attitudes. I don't eat no leftovers. Just throw it on out. Throw it on out after a while. Just throw it on out. You know, sometimes you can see more food in a garbage can than we have actually consumed. They were doing the same thing. They were wasters. Joseph is forcing them to learn how to. Look at this. You read in your verse where it said Joseph, after he has bought the land, after they have sold the land, you remember reading where it said, and he made them move to different cities? You remember? Somebody else said, that's cold. Man, now and that's what gives us the sense that maybe they were, who said indentured? Clark. Walker saying, evidently maybe they had turned into slaves now, but they weren't. Joseph, now after he bought their land, what good would it do them to stay on a land that they didn't own anymore? They didn't have nothing. to do with the land. What they going to do with it? Now, he moved them to different cities. Let's just say he would say, all right, you deacons, y'all move to the east coast of Egypt. And he placed everybody in different places. Why? Put this down. Put this down. For food distribution. He said, sell me your land, sell me you. I'll take, because what he was going to do is put them to work. He wasn't slaving them. He was creating jobs. He was saying, if you want to keep eating, work for Pharaoh. I'm not going to give it to you. I'm going to take the land, and you're going to work for us, and I'm going to move you to these different cities for two reasons. Number one, it was efficient. If he moved them near the city of food distribution, it was efficient. And the second thing was, it was convenient. If I'm moving right next door to Kroger's, I ain't got to go far to get my food. If I live in Clarksville or I live in Jeffersonville, I'm in the city where the food is, so nobody has to go through a whole lot of burning gas to get the food to me. That's efficient. And if I'm living in the same place where the food storehouse is centered, it makes it convenient instead of me living up in Sellersburg somewhere, where I got to come a long distance to get it. He moved them near the cities where the food was being distributed. Look at verse 15, chapter 47. Oh, you saw that, where the money fell. Now, before I make 3 points, look at verse 25. Chapter 47, verse 25. The Egyptians say to Joseph, man, you saved our lives. Let us find favor in the sight of my Lord, and we will be Pharaoh's servants. Voluntary servitude in this instance is not slavery. They are saying, man, you saved us. They are appreciating. They are thanking this man for saving their lives. What did Joseph say in chapter 50? You all meant it for evil. God meant it for good to save many people's alive. 47 and 25. Man, you saved our life. We done ran out of all our food. And you made us go through all of this. You made us pay for it with money. You made us pay for it with livestock. You made us pay for it with land and our lives. You saved our lives. And as a result, we want to keep working for Pharaoh. Which means that not only did Joseph show wisdom in saving the grains in the storehouse for the lean years, but he created jobs. He put them to work. They took the grains, they were working for Pharaoh, and look what it did. Put this down. Because they were sharecroppers. Because if you check the text, you will find, look at 23, chapter 47, verse 23, back up there. Then Joseph said to the people, indeed, I have bought you and your land this day for Pharaoh. Look, here is seed for you. And you shall sow the land, and it shall come to pass in the harvest that you shall give 1/5 to Pharaoh, taxes. 4/5 shall be yours, as seed for the field and for your food, for those of your household, and as for food for your little ones. So they said, you have saved our lives. Let us find favor in the sight of my Lord, and we will be Pharaoh's servants. And Joseph made it a law over the land of Egypt to this day that Pharaoh should have 1/5, except for the land of the priests only, which did not become Pharaoh's. The sharecropping in that time and in that day was a good thing for this reason. Number one, put this down. It provided work for the people. It provided work.